Hello beautiful people. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Ace Devi. How are you guys doing? Listen guys, thank you for the love, thank you for the support, thank you for your encouragement, thank you. Listen, when I dropped the introduction to Let's Talk, I didn't know how massive that was going to impact my channel, but it actually did grow massively. So thank you guys, the love is appreciated. I can see it. 128 subscribers. Listen guys, well done. So today I thought, you know what, let me bring to you guys season 1 episode 1 of Let's Talk. All right, season 1 episode 1 of Let's Talk. It's about to get sensitive, it's about to get real, it's about to get hot. So let's get into it. Season 1 episode 1 of Let's Talk. It's literally my transition journey from Cameroon to the UK. I'm not going to go into deep details because it's a long story, and I know some of you guys be wondering, oh, what was your life like in Cameroon? How was your life like before you came to UK? We are gonna talk about that when the seasons are over. Then you can tell me what other parts of my life, my journey you wanna know, and I'm gonna bring it to you guys. So let's go. So basically, I came to the UK on the 23rd of August. The day I was told I was gonna come to the UK, it was weird because I remember that day I was having a shit. I remember that day I was having a shit, and I was just like, I was in the house having a shit, and then my mom's other brother called, and then he said he wanted to talk to me. And so during the conversation, he said he's not very sure about what he's about to tell me, but it seems like I've been given a visa. And I was like, a visa to where? And he was like, I don't know, but if I'm certain, your mom is gonna tell you, but I really don't know. But I thought I'll snitch. All right. So I was like, okay, no one told me I was traveling. No one told me. I didn't even have like a clue I was gonna travel. And to me, it was more like, I was like, oh, by then I had written my O-level. So I was like, oh, I want to just do my GCSE. In this country, it's known as GCSE. And I was like, you know what, I'm ready to go to high school. I'm ready to go to lower seat, upper seat. And I was thinking, oh, you know what, there's this university called Boy. I was like, I'm going to go to UB. I'm going to leave my auntie's house and go to UB. So I already had plans for my life. And then it just got turned around. How did I feel when I got the message? I was calm because I wasn't sure. It came from my uncle, and mind you, this uncle and I were not very close. And so for him to have told me that, I wasn't very sure. I just needed my auntie that I was living with at the moment to tell me what was WAC 1. So few days later, my results for my GCE come out, and your girl passes with flying colors. 8 papers, girl, 8 papers. I passed with flying colors. I was happy. And at that time when results came out, I was in this conference called Destiny Conference, which is normally, it's called DESCO. We call it DESCO, which is Destiny Conference, and it's usually organized by WCCF, World Changers Fellowship Campus, World Changers Fellowship. If I remember, that's what it's called. I'm gonna put the right name. So it was like, I was at DESCO, and DESCO was a week. So we're literally at DESCO when these whole things were happening. When I found out my results, I couldn't really express myself because it was like a Christian conference. So when I got home, I was gassed, I was happy, everybody was excited. Listen, GCE results in Cameroon, it's a big thing. Before the war, before the crisis, before the struggle started, results was a big thing. Like literally, when I got to the neighborhood, I started drinking from the road. Like people from the road were buying me drinks. People that knew that I had written GCE, they were giving me gifts before I even got to the house. My auntie had bought drinks, and you know, it was really a happy moment. My mom called, she was happy, and then that's when she said to me, oh, you've been given the visa to come meet me and stuff. And You would have expected me to be so happy and jumpy. Mind you, I didn't know what to expect because I hadn't seen this woman for almost 12 years. So it was like, all right, I'm going to meet a stranger in a new country. So that was literally my reaction. In my mind, I was like, hold on a minute. So that's when my thoughts started going like, is it gonna work? How is it gonna be? Am I gonna meet her? When I meet her for the first time, are we gonna hug it out? Are we gonna argue? Are we gonna cry? Are we gonna fight? It was like, what is the reaction gonna be? And I was so excited. But then I got told to shush, not to tell anyone I was traveling. I was like, Relindis is chatty, Relindis is loud. How does Relindis keep a secret? I had to keep the secret, guys. From my friends, from my loved ones. Listen, I had a powerful friend group. Like, it was powerful. A, B, C, and D. I'm going to name the A, B, C, and D. It was a powerful bond. And so I kind of told B, didn't tell A, didn't tell C. Because B and I were quite close. Because B dated one of my aunties, one of my brothers, my cousins. B dated one of my cousins. So B and I were close. So I told B I was traveling to the UK and I didn't know how to feel about it. B was excited. She was like, yeah, babe, listen, UK, you know, all those things we watch in the movie, girl, you're gonna live it live. I was like, I am kind of excited to see what I've been seeing on TV. But girl, this one I'm going to meet doesn't know anything about me. Nothing about me. Like, even when she was here, she was more like a stranger to me because even while my mom was back home, I didn't stay with her. It was more like I was always one house to the other, one person, friends. I really never stayed with my mom. So it was like, I've never really stayed with her. And then I've not seen her for 12 years. And then, so it was, those were my worries. And like any normal child, I think when you're going to meet your parent for the first time after like not being with them for a long period, and moreover not having like a relationship with that particular parent before they traveled, because before my mom traveled, me and her didn't have a relationship. I was really young, so we couldn't build a relationship. And even when we used to talk on phone, we didn't build a relationship on phone. It was more like, I felt like it was more like I was in jail and she was checking on me. More like she'll call, how's school, how's your health, how's things, are you eating well, are you feeling well, bye, take care, love you. And so many times my mom used to tell me, oh, love you. But I never said it because to me it was like, what is love? What is parental love? I didn't really feel it. And growing up, parental love was something I did not feel. I only felt parental love, not when I came to the UK. It was later on when I and my mom were able to, like, you know what, sit down and think and discuss and be like, you know what, Relindis, you're growing up, you've come to me when you're older, and now you're older and you're making your own decision, you're creating your own path. Where are we going from here? And then we decided to build a relationship. So it's literally recently that my mom and I built something called a relationship. We didn't have a relationship. We didn't have a connection. Nothing was existing. So it was like two strangers meeting themselves in a country where one person knew. So my things were prepared. My luggages were packed. Food was bought. Everything was bought. Listen, I was gassed. I was like, although I'm going to meet this stranger lady, it's in a better country. I was so excited. And before you guys think, is she seriously talking to us in a bra? It's no. I've got this little top. So these little tops, they sell them in Primark. So I've got that little top with this jean, with these leggings, and I'm gonna put like a top on, a shirt top, because I'm preparing for work. So I thought I'll shoot this video. So on the day where I was to travel, everybody came. My auntie came, my uncle came, my auntie came. Everybody that we lived in the house came to the airport, and it was like a massive set off. Like, everyone was really happy that I was going to meet my mom. So the whole check-in thing, and then they said, oh, they wanted to, and then my auntie said, oh, she's traveling by herself, it's underage, they should buy this plaque to put on her. I was like, what the hell is that plaque that people see in movies? I'm not wearing that. No, I'm not wearing that. Like, literally, I'm not wearing a plaque with my born names people can't even read this till today, and they want me to be carrying that around. Like, no, no, no. If that woman is my mom, like you guys claim, she's gonna identify me when I get over there. Getting to the airport in Birmingham. Listen, guys, let me not skip this. Entering the plane for the first time. Johnny just come. So I entered the plane and, you know, I'm following what people are doing because clearly it's my first time. I don't know what's going on. So I'm following what people are doing. So I'm looking. Okay, they're looking on their ticket. And then this lady goes, oh, love, your seat number is on your ticket. I'm like, ah. So I look on the ticket, see my seat number. And then I sit down and then I try to like figure out like, okay, when you're on the plane, you sit down, what's next? And then I hear this voice going, bing, boo, hello, this is your, wait. You know the noise the plane makes? Pilot, put your seatbelt on, these refreshments will go up and down. So I put my seatbelt on. Bruce's Airlines it was, put my seatbelt on. My mom booked me a nice ticket because I had a TV where I was sad. So figuring out what to put on that TV, how it functions, how it works. I'm looking around to see what people are doing so I do not look fresh. And then I figure out how that whole shared computer or iPad it was worked. And then I fall asleep. And then I get tapped full time. I'm like, they said, do you want beef or fish? So I'm normally like picky when it comes to fish because I don't. Beef or chicken? Beef or chicken? I wasn't sure because the way I had seen chicken on TV and their beef, I was like, okay, I'll go for chicken because listen, Africans eat chicken too. So I said chicken, and this thing came looking all green and with the mashed potato. At the time, trust me, I didn't know what the hell that was. So I look at my food looking all green and mashed together, and I'm thinking, is this meant to be for me or is meant to be? Clearly I didn't have a pet. You know how we Africans are savages when it comes to food we do not eat. So I sat down thinking, rah, I haven't eaten. Like before coming to the airport, my auntie was like, eat. I was like, no, they said there's food on this plane, I'm gonna eat. So I said to the lady, no. So I'm sat there on the plane, not liking the food. They're giving wine to my next thingy, and I'm asking, can I have wine as well? And this lady goes, how old are you, love? And I look at my ticket, I'm like, and I'm like, 15. I'm 15. She's like, sorry, can't give you alcohol. You're not of age. Blah, blah, blah. I was like, all right then. Listen, that's where I was like, all right. Clearly, I'm going to a country where, listen, it's not like I used to drink alcohol, I used to go out with my cousin. My cousin used to smuggle me out in the night with her. So we used to go out, do stuff. Guys, you know what it's like living in Africa? In Africa, you know how it's like living in Africa. There are no rules. Everyone is the jungle of survival. Like, you do what you want as long as you're not killing yourself, basically. So I used to go out with my cousins. I used to go out with my cousins and brothers and auntie. And, you know, we used to go out and have fun. I used to have a boyfriend. So he was way, way older than me. So he used to take me out and he used to go and date me. All of that. So I was like, all right then. So I'm going to come to this country and I'm not going to be drinking. So that's one thing that I had to keep in mind, that, all right, the rules in this place I'm going. And I have to abide to some of those rules. Getting to the airport in Birmingham was my nightmare. When I got to the airport in Birmingham, I got held and to be interrogated by these checkout officers. And listen, they kept me there for 2 long hours, asking me over and over questions about my mom, questions about what she does, questions about where she works, questions. And you know what was funny? because everyone was coming out and my mom couldn't see me, so she had to ask. So they did take her as well into another room for interrogations. But you know what was amazing was the fact that when they took me to their place to interrogate, I needed to tell these people that, listen, after eating on that plane, I did not understand the food. I am hungry. I feel diarrheated. My stomach is rumbling like I need to go to the toilet to have a number 1, 2, or 3, whatever it was. So listen, guys, you need to sort me out because I am exhausted from a long flight of waiting in Brussels for a night and sleeping on a chair. And then I'm coming to Birmingham and you guys will not let me go. I don't even know who this woman I'm going to meet, what she even looks like, unless the picture I'm holding right now as evidence. So finally, all the questions and interrogations and the release relentless. Fresh as I am with my bag and my braids, you know, when every Cameroonian comes today. Okay, listen, it's Rasta. It's braids. We call it Rastafera. Rasta. If you didn't have Rasta, you were not in the gang of braids. So did my braids. My hair was approximately this level, all shorter. So my auntie who was a hairdresser managed to pinch some braids on that hair. So met the woman called Mom, and she was with her younger brother, my uncle. I did remember my uncle very well because I was really close to him growing up, and he was my Uncle Kingsley at that time. And I was really close to him, so I made him out. And then I made my mom out because clearly everyone used to say I look like my mom. So if I look like my mom, clearly I just need to look for somebody that looks slightly like me after spending 5 minutes in the toilet, looking at my face in the mirror and letting it stick in my head what I look like. Does it make sense? Listen, I was in all sorts of emotions and mood. So I met Mom. We went to her house. Back then she was in Birmingham, so we went to Mom's place in Birmingham, and she made fish, very big fish. It was the biggest fish I ever saw. I thought at some point that fish was half my size, but the funny thing is that the fish she made was the fish I don't eat. So it was like I did not eat bar fish. Well, I eat bar fish now because at the time I used to love mackerel and not eat bar. But for some reason now it's flipped over. I love bar and I seem not to stand mackerel. The smell of it just makes me throw up. It makes me sick. So it's flipped over. But before I came to the UK, it was the other way around. So when we called my auntie to tell my auntie and everyone that had arrived, and she was excited, like, oh, what did your mom cook for you? And she goes, I made her this big bar. I said, yes, it looks half my size. And my auntie was like, oh, Mercy, I forgot to tell you, your daughter doesn't eat that fish. She's so picky when it comes to food. So my auntie started going, firstly, I need to tell you the kind of child you have. Very fussy, very picky, always getting upset, anger issues. Listen, my auntie was saying all the negatives about me to my mom. And I was like, hold on a second. Is this woman not meant to know me? If you're just telling her who I am, and I, in my little head, I've planned to change some of who I am to please this woman. So we went to visit. Oh, one of her friends came to visit. One of her Gambian friends came to visit that night and brought me Gambian rice, which she saved my arrival because my mom had made lamb. Listen, the only time, I had Muslim friends in Cameroon and I used to go visit them on Ramadan. But the thing is, I never ate lamb. Never ate lamb. So it was like, never eating lamb. I'm coming to see this woman for the first time. You won't even make arrow. You won't make achu. Sis, you're making lamb and fish. The two things I despise. No, I hate fish, but I've never eaten lamb. So that's not something you make for your child on the first day of arrival. Listen, she said not to come with clothes. So I went the way I came. No, I had clothes on. But I didn't have clothes in my bag. It was food. Food. I didn't even have a spare underwear. When this man said no clothes, my auntie really went deep in, like, my auntie didn't even think of buying me an underwear to change in case my flight got delayed at the airport. So we had to go to Asda. So we went to Asda. Escalator. Guys, escalator. Your girl, when I used the stairs, I didn't understand why that stuff was going up, because it took me 2 minutes to put my leg and put it back. I was like, whoop, whoop. I was like, nope, I'm not doing that. Stairs. For the very good first month in the UK, I was scared of using the escalator. I was scared of entering the lift because I didn't like the feeling it gives me. Even till today, I still get that feeling when I enter the lift. It's like flight mode feeling. When I call this flight mode feeling, guys. You know when you're in the car and then the car goes like on a flight, it goes like on a hill and then down, and then you feel that like the car was flying. I get that feeling. So I really don't like lifts and escalators. So I used the stairs until I was able to figure out like how to balance myself on the escalator without dropping, or without having my one leg on first stairs and then the second leg is coming on the fourth stair. Yeah. So it was quite an experience, and from that day onwards, I called it my journey in the UK, because it was rough. It's been a rough journey, but it's been a blessed journey. From that day, I had so many amazing open doors, opportunities. I made amazing friends. I met people that were willing to teach me to adapt, to make this my home. And my mom and I, we had to build and create a relationship. It took us a while. It took us arguments. It took us fights. It took us a lot. It took us a lot. But we managed, and we managed to build a relationship. We managed to come to a compromise. I came to understand that she had lived a hard life, having a child at 15. I came to understand why she left me back home to come here, because, mind you, although I was in Africa, I went to one of the best schools. I went to boarding school, and my school fees in boarding school in Africa was quite costly, because my boarding school was in the city, and it was in the main city, which is Yaoundé. So my boarding school fees was quite expensive, and my mom tried to make sure that I had a good life. And sometimes when you want the best for people, it depends the people that are in the life of that person to make it better. Although my mom wanted the best for me, there were just people in my life that hindered the best. But I won't call it the worst. I call it my journey. So welcome to season 1, episode 1 of my journey. Let's talk. I'll see you guys in episode 2, which is literally why I took a gap year the first time I came to the UK. I'll see you guys in episode 2. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to share, subscribe, like, and comment, and drop every comment, because it really makes me happy to read your comment. And if you relate with my story, share it. I'll love to read. And yeah, while in between, like I said, in between my videos, because I upload every 2 weeks, if you want me to do something, if you want me to shoot a video, something, a routine, anything, let me know, and I'm gonna do that. Thanks again for watching, and see you guys. Oh, also, hopefully by next month, the logo of Let's Talk should be out, because I really like when I'm releasing each of these episodes, I have the logo at the side of my videos, because this is my journey, this is my story, and this is my life. Thank you for watching. It's your girl, Ace Debbie.